Here's integrated 3. It's problem 8-115. We're being asked to write an exponential equation that has an asymptote at y equals 5 and passes through these 2 points. And so the way I set these up, I always do it the same way. I go ahead and I'm going to do a system of equations. So I'm just going to get y equals a times b to the x plus k. The k came from this asymptote, because remember asymptotes are, you know, like k is like a vertical shift, and it makes a horizontal asymptote. So I am going to use these numbers over here, like the y, I'm going to plug it in for the y, and the x, I'm going to plug it in for the x, and the k is going to be 5. And I do the same exact thing over here, plugged in everything. And then I'm going to subtract 5 on both sides. And that I got this over here on the left-hand side. I subtract 5 on both sides here, I got this. And now I have a system of equations. I don't know if you knew this, but I'm allowed to divide one of these equations by the other equation. And usually the way I pick which one I want to divide by which is I look at these exponents. I don't really want there to be a negative exponent, so I'm going to divide the left-hand equation by the right-hand equation. The reason I'm allowed to do that is because I'm allowed to do stuff to both sides of the equal sign. So I want to divide this equation by 10 on both sides. Well, 10 is equal to ab to the negative 1. So instead of writing it as 10 here, I'm going to write ab to the negative 1. Okay, so why am I doing this? Because now I can cancel out my a's. A divided by a is 1. B squared over b to the negative 1. I don't know if you remember this, but you subtract these exponents. So I'm going 2 minus negative 1. That's a 3. So this is going to be b cubed right here. And then 0.64 divided by 10, I think that's just going to make it be 0.064. I'm checking it just to make sure. Yes, 0.064. And then I'm almost done finding b. I'll just take the cube root of both sides. So b is going to end up being whatever the cube root of this number is. So I'm just going to use my calculator. I know, I think it's going to be like 0.04 or something, but let's see how I can take a cube root. On me, it's like right here. Cube root answer. So that gives me about, I surprised myself, it's 0.4. So now I know b. And then I can just use b, I don't know, somewhere. So let's go, I want to find out what a is. So I'm just trying to see if I can, I just plugged it in up here. See if that'll work. And then so this will be 0.16. So I got 0.64 divided by 0.16 is a. And that gives me 4. A equals 4. So I just figured out b and a. So now I can just write the equation. I'm going to write y equals A, which is 4, times B, which is 0.4 to the x plus k. And I always do them the same way each time. That's all I got.